Hello students, welcome on my YouTube channel Physics by Pradeep Kumar. In this video we will discuss about the derivation of equation of motions of a uniformly accelerated particle along a straight line with calculus method or by calculus method. Okay, so डिडक्शन ऑफ या डेरिवेशन ऑफ डिडक्शन कर लीजिए डिडक्शन ऑफ इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन of a uniformly accelerated point object or particle along a straight line by calculus method, which is very important point of the exams. Okay, so you know very well there are three equations of motions. First equation of motion V equals to U plus AT. Second equation of motion S equals to ut plus half at square, and third equation of motion v square equals to u square plus 2s. Now we will derive these equations of motion by the help of calculus method. So first of all we take first equation of motion. Okay, now deduction of first equation of motion by calculus method. Okay, now for this let us consider a particle or object moves along a straight line with uniform acceleration with initial velocity small u, but after time t, its velocity becomes small v, Then suppose uniform acceleration is a, then you know very well the definition of the acceleration. We know that acceleration is defined as the rate of change of the linear velocity with respect to time. To derive the first equation of motion by calculus method, we use here the derivative of velocity, okay, and the form of acceleration is the differential form, okay. So, and the situation is like that, it's a initial point here where the time t equals to 0, and here the velocity is u, and after time t its velocity becomes v due to acceleration a, and it's going towards right or along x-axis. Then we can write this like that, dv equals to a dt. But it's a wrong way. It's a wrong way which you will understand in mathematics. Here skipped by me some steps to simplify the problem, okay. So now it's a small part, it's a change in velocity for a small time interval dt. Now we take here all the variations from 0 to t. For this we add all the time intervals from 0 to t, and to add all the time intervals from 0 to t we take integration, because you know very well for the continuous variation to add any function we use integration, which means summation. Now on integrating both the sides with suitable limits, and the sign of the integration is like that, or dv, and here is a dt, and the limit of the velocity varies from u to v, and here the limit of the time varies from t equals to 0 to t, okay. And you know very well here the motion of the object is uniform acceleration motion, and you know very well if acceleration is uniform, that means the acceleration of the object is constant with respect to time, okay. Since object moves with uniform acceleration, so it will be constant with respect to time. It means with respect to, that is, this integration will be like that, u varies from u to v limit, dv here equals to a comes out from the integration, and the limit of time is 0 to t, and here is dt. Now you know very well I taught you about the integration of like that, integration of dx is, since integration of dx is equal to x. Now here this will be v, and limit varies from u to v, okay, and this also equals to a and t, and limit varies from 0 to t. Okay, take symbol is here now. U to V. Now implies that after putting the limits, V is V and V minus U and A T minus 0. That is V equals to U plus AT, which is the first equation of motion. Which is the first equation of motion. So you can easily derive the equation of motion by the help of calculus method. After that we will discuss about the second equation of motion, which is very important on the point of view of the examinations, and the chances of the second equation of motion to ask in the exams is very large. That means 100%. Okay, so write down on your notebook of the deduction of the second equation of motion. Now after that we will discuss the second equation of motion now. And for the second equation of motion we have requirement of the displacement, and you know very well about the displacement and the velocity have a special relation. The ratio of the displacement with respect to the time is known as the velocity of the moving object, but we have also requirement of the acceleration, so we will relate the displacement with acceleration. Okay, so see on the problem is very interesting, and due to which it is asked in the examinations many times. Okay, so now okay, write down the heading: deduction of the second equation of motion by calculus method. Okay, so and consider same way here as we consider in the graphical methods and first equation of motion. So come back. In second equation of motion, the graph will also be same as it's a final velocity and it's the initial velocity of the moving objects, and it's the origin where the time t equals to 0, and here is the time equals to t equals to t, and this is the acceleration towards right, and the displacement of the moving object is t from here to here. Now we will continue this article, as we know that there are two methods to derive this equation of motion. First method is by the help of the definition of velocity, and second method is by the help of the definition of the acceleration. So here we will derive the second equation of motion by the help of the definition of the acceleration, which is nothing but we know that acceleration A equals to dv by dt. Okay, here we can write like that, this dv by ds and ds by dt, where ds is the small change in the displacement. Okay, and this is the velocity, है ना. Okay, this is equation first. Velocity of the moving object at any instant t is defined as v equals to ds by dt. So we can put this value here in equation first. Put in equation first. Then we get A equals to v dv by ds. Okay. Now implies that we can write this equation like that: VDS equals to ADS equals to VDV, taking integration on both sides with suitable limits. Then we get here ADS equals to VDV, and here the limit of the displacement varies from 0 to S, and the limit of the velocity varies from U to V. Okay. Oh no. This becomes very difficult here, because in that case here is the this is the change the heading of this article: deduction of the third equation of motion by calculus method. Okay, because this will give us third equation of motion. Okay, so I will continue this thing also in same way. तो आप पहले इसे थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन को अपनी बुक में कर लीजिएगा, उसके बाद हम सेकंड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन को ड्राइव करेंगे, क्योंकि ये रिलेशन जो मिल रहा है आपको, ये आपका लाइक दिस आ गया। ठीक है ना, तो आप पहले इसे कर लीजिएगा, उसके बाद उसे डिस्कस करेंगे कि कैसे हमें वो मिल सकता है। ठीक है ना, चलिए। तो यहाँ पर आप देखिए, सिंस ऑब्जेक्ट विद moves with uniform acceleration, so it will be constant with respect to time and also displacement. Okay, time and displacement constant कह दीजिए simply, that is A becomes outside the integration, here this ds will be equals to, and here is the integration of v, here is the power of the v is 1, so we can apply the formula of x to the power n dx here, and you know very well about this: x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Applying this, here is the power 1, so this will be v to the power 1 plus 1 and divided by 1 plus 1, and limit varies from u to v. Then we get here, and here will be this s, and here limit varies 0 to s. This will be equals to v square by 2, and limit varies from u to v. Then we get as equals to, and 2 comes out the bracket, this will be v square minus u square, implies that v square equals to u square plus 2as, which is the third equation of motion of a uniformly accelerated object along a straight line for a point object. Okay, now sorry for this, because it's a third equation of motion, so after this I will deduct the second equation of motion. Okay, so now we will derive the second equation of motion. You know very well. Okay, first of all write down in your notebook this third equation of motion. Okay, Now after that we know that velocity is defined as the like that. Okay, now implies that we can write this equation like that: v ds equals to v dt. Now taking integration on both the sides with suitable limits. Okay, then it will be ds equals to v dt, and here the limit of s varies from 0 to s, and here the limit of t varies from 0 to t. But there is a problem. What problem? Here is the dt, so it can integrate only the terms of t, but here velocity is not constant, depends on t. So first of all we convert the velocity in terms of the time using the first equation of motion. Since first equation of motion देखिए ना, यहाँ पर ये t है ना, तो t किसका इंटीग्रेशन करेगा? t टर्म्स का। लेकिन यहाँ पर क्या है? वेलोसिटी, और वेलोसिटी टाइम पर डिपेंड करती है, क्योंकि टाइम के साथ वेलोसिटी आपकी इंक्रीज हो रही है। तो यहाँ पर इसे वेलोसिटी को हम बाहर नहीं निकाल सकते, सो इसलिए इसे हमें t में कन्वर्ट करना हो। किसकी हेल्प से? फर्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन की हेल्प से। एंड फर्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन इज नथिंग बट v इक्वल्स टू u प्लस at. पुटिंग दिस वैल्यू from put in first, we get integration from 0 to s of ds equals to integration from 0 to t, and value of v is u plus at multiply by dt. Okay, so we can write this integration s, and limit varies from 0 to s will be equals to, and this integration will converts into parts like that: 0 to t u dt plus 0 to t a dt, and this will be s minus 0 equals to u is constant because it is defined at point t equals to 0. So it comes out the integration, okay, varies from 0 to t dt, plus a is also a constant, so it can be out of the integration, take integration, bring from the integration, so at 0 to t dt. Now after that I will apply the formulas of the integration, then we get s equals to u, and the integration of dt is t, limit varies from 0 to t, plus a, and here the power is 1, that means here the power is 1, that means the integration of this will be 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, and limit varies from 0 to t, because the formula of the x to the power n dx equals to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n. Now this will be equals to s equals to u t minus 0 plus a, and this is t square by 2, limit varies from 0 to t, and this will be equals to ut plus half a, and limit t square minus 0. That is implies that s equals to ut plus half a t square, which is the second equation of motion. Okay, after completing this topic, we have completed the kinematics of a particle moving a line, a straight line, that means rectilinear motion. After that, we will discuss motion of a particle in a plane, in which we discuss about the projectile motion, which is very important. Okay, so कंटिन्यू वीडियो देखते रहिए और अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी शेयर कीजिए और लाइक कीजिए यदि आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगती हो तो, क्योंकि आप लोग फीडबैक देंगे तो तभी आगे वीडियोस बनाने का जो ये काम है चलता रहेगा और हम आपकी सेवा लगातार करते रहेंगे. ओके, थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो.